up, gamers? Your boy 1412 back at it again with another face cam video here. We're going to be talking about Ant-Man the movie. I just got out of the movie theater and saw Ant-Man. I was very excited to be able to have the opportunity to see it so early. And we're going to do a review on it. We're going to do a review on it real quick, a non-spoiler review. I think I can get through this without spoiling it. So don't worry about going anywhere. Non-spoiler review, like I just said. I'm going to talk about the movie, give my overall thoughts on the movie and some things I like, maybe some things I don't like, you know, if I don't like things in the movie and vice versa. And we're going to do a score on a scale from 1 to 10 to give you guys a rating of the movie and my personal opinion, man. So sit back and kick back and relax and enjoy this review here. But no further ado, let's talk about the movie. I think this movie did three things very well. I think it told a good story. I think it was funny, so they made it feasible for everyone to see, whether he was an Ant-Man fan or not, or you even knew who he was or had no idea. Some people don't even have any idea that Ant-Man was actually on the Avengers in the comics, or he actually created Ultron. A lot of people don't even know that. And the third thing it did well, it followed the story to the second Ant-Man in the comics, I think to the best of their ability. You know, the Scott Lang story. So I gotta say, man, I liked it a whole lot, man. It was funny, man. Michael Pena was extremely funny in the movie. T.I. did a pretty good job. Wood Harris, I was shocked to see Wood Harris in there, but he's in the movie and he does an outstanding job for the little role that he had. Things that I really liked about this movie that they really touched on, just I think the view was so important, man. Like when he was in the tub, you guys already saw that in the preview, so let's not be spoiling it. Or when he's in the grass and stuff like that, the details and the structure of how they just showed everything. Because you gotta remember, this guy, the one thing that's extremely special about this Marvel character is that he can shrink. And then when you see him shrink, one of the things you really want to take a look at is how everything looks as far as in his point of view. So I think they did an outstanding job of that. I was looking forward to seeing that. And if I had to have one knock on the movie, I wanted to see more of that. You know what I mean? And that's not even really me saying that as a knock on the movie. But if there was one thing that I really wanted to say that there was a knock on the movie, there was more of that. So if you go see the movie, stay to the end credits, because they do have something at the end credits. I'm not going to spoil that. They do have something in the end credits. It was nice to see Falcon in this movie. You guys saw that in the previews, in the trailer. You know, he was in the trailer of Falcon, so that's not spoiling either. I just want to make that clear. That's not spoiling either. Nice to see him in the trailers. All around good movie, man. I say it's outstanding, man. In my personal opinion, they did the three things that I think that this movie needed. This movie had a really good antagonist, had a really good story, really good story, and the antagonist wasn't weak. You know, it forced the protagonist to do something. You know, it forced like whenever you see a movie, you know, with a hero in it, you always want to see the villain force the hero to do something that he didn't even think he had to do. And I think this movie did a pretty good job without making it too predictable. You know what I mean? So it's really awesome, man. What I'm really anxious to see is this other stuff they're gonna do with this Ant-Man character, man. How he's gonna team up with, how's he gonna blend in with the other Avengers, or maybe even the Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do with him, but you can tell just looking at the movie, especially at the end credits, they're gonna be doing more and more things with this Ant-Man character, and they're gonna come out with an Ant-Man 2. You can tell by that, as you're watching the movie, you can tell they're gonna come out with another one. It's just a really good movie, man. I really can't really say too much more without giving it away. I just want to tell you guys my personal opinion. I think it's an outstanding movie, so definitely go check it out. It definitely has my stamp of approval. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna get a good story. And if you're a huge Ant-Man fan and one of those like comic book geeks, me personally, I like Ant-Man more now because of that movie. But prior to that, I honestly can't say I was the hugest Ant-Man fan. But after watching that movie, I definitely like him a little bit more, man. Just I always thought he was an interesting character. But I mean, I just never really read a lot of Ant-Man movies. But I still was pretty familiar with his history because I did read some Avenger comics when I was younger, you know. So I knew who he was. He was more familiar. Believe it or not, he was more familiar to me than the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I remember in many cases, he's almost, when I picked up the Avengers and read it, he was on there. So in my mind, he's almost kind of like an original member to a degree, because when I was reading the Avenger comics, you know, he was in it. So, and he was usually, I mean, of course, all of them were vital. You know what I mean? You're talking about Thor, Hulk, and all these guys. but you know, even someone as small as Ant-Man was also pivotal, man. It's very interesting how they made him so dense and small, and just going up against the details and how he dodges things and hit. It's just a movie with a. It's just a movie combined with a lot of good things, man. A lot of, you know how you get certain grades in school, you get math, you get science, you get history. You know, sometimes you might get an A and 2, and a B and 1, an A and 2, and C and 1. And in this one, as far as grades, I think there's a lot of A's and some B pluses in this, man. So with that said, I'm gonna give this movie a 9 out of 10. I really like this movie that much. I'm gonna give this movie a 9 out of 10 score, man. So definitely go check it out. This is your boy Launchpad 1412. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'm out.